It's officially spring and it is now backpacking season. So the first trip we're doing is going to
Clear Lake Cabin.
the Fire Lookout Cabin, and we are loaded up. So we're gonna get going.
Woo! Hey!
It is May in Oregon, and that means we are back with some more backpacking and hiking. This time, Kennedy and I are going to Clear Lake Fire Lookout. This is a cabin on Clear Lake Butte that overlooks the Mount Hood Wilderness area. They use it to look for fires in the summertime, but in the winter you can rent it out. So we were one of the last people to rent it. As you can see, there's still some snow that we had to hike through and carry up our own water and a lot of our own food. This took us about 2 hours through 4 miles. It was a steady incline the entire time, but well worth the walk. As you can see here, we're getting the first look of the Fire Lookout, and it is gorgeous. Even just being on top of the butte, you can still see a great view, but once you get up to the Fire Lookout, you can see all the mountains surrounding the area. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous view. Once you get to the Fire Lookout, it's about 4 flights of stairs to get to the top, which really isn't a problem once you've already hiked 4 miles consistently uphill all day. It can be a little bit scary making the ascent to the tower just because of how windy it is, but once you get to the top, it's very much worth it. The wind was blowing extra hard today, but that just made it a little bit more fun, and the views were absolutely stunning, as you can see here.
Light water packed lemon pepper.
Hiking up
Geez, look at
with all
this.
that food.
I've never seen one of these before. They have MREs here. This one is creamy spinach fettuccine.
I'm just putting this stuff in. I'll carry the food.
Hello, I'm Kennedy, and welcome to the Lookout Tower. Here we've made the beds. We have our 2 backpacking sleeping bags. We brought a fitted sheet, pillows, and then come this way. Here we have all of our food set up for tonight and the next couple days. Packaged, potatoes, rice, salmon, all of that stuff. We have a cooktop. We actually have a fridge if you want to take a look inside. And then we have a little sink here, and then a fire pit to keep us warm tonight.
So the hike to get here was about 3 to 3.5 miles, and it's all uphill. We probably over-prepared this time, but we're about to get some lunch on. Kennedy's making some PB&Js. Look at that. Wow. Let's get a first taste. Woo! Triple decker right here.
vegetables. We're having sour cream and chives, mashed potatoes, and then chicken of the sea, smoked salmon.
One benefit of staying in a cabin as opposed to backpacking is you can bring all sorts of food with you. We went a little bit overboard and brought veggies and mashed potatoes and salmon for our first dinner. But to anyone that is planning on camping, make sure you bring these garlic mashed potatoes because they are so good. Salmon, mashed potatoes, and veggies.
Yummy.
After dinner, we got the fire going because it was still getting pretty cold even though it was late May. But the roaring fireplace added to the overall ambiance and it made for a very relaxing afternoon. The only small downside of the cabin is that you have to go out to use the bathroom on the ground level in the middle of the night, which is a little bit scary. But getting back up to this view with the sun setting, the twinkle lights, and the fireplace roaring is well worth the trek. We spent all of day 2 exploring the Clear Lake campground area and just generally walking around Clear Lake. And when we got back to the cabin, we had to melt some more snow because we were actually out of water to wash our dishes. It was a tedious process, but we actually got about a gallon of water out of it. We made some spam, rice, and veggies, and the spam was actually very delicious, and once again it was beautiful outside when we were eating our dinner. We enjoyed our delicious dinner with the view, and the room started to get pretty cold, so we actually had to make another fire, which was well worth it. But we started to run out of wood, so I had to go down into the cold and get some from the woodshed. They have a fully stocked woodshed there, so all you have to do is go and chop your own wood and haul it back up. This is easier said than done when it's cold and you have plenty of poundage of wood to get up. I brought more than enough for me, Kennedy, and whoever else needed it in future visits. And at the end of the night, we got to see a beautiful harvest moon alongside our fire and lights. It's always a bit sad to say goodbye to the places we visit, but this time it felt especially hard. We really started to fall in love with the views, the food, and the overall vibes of the cabin. If you have a chance, I would totally suggest visiting Clear Lake Lookout. It'll give you a good chance to escape and get away from everything.